Well, the government wants your help to rewrite Canada's prostitution laws. They were struck down by the Supreme Court in December, and now some provinces have decided to stop prosecuting prostitution-related crimes. As Vashi Kapelos reports, the government is racing to get new legislation introduced.
It's been just 2 months since the Supreme Court's landmark prostitution ruling. But even though it's not supposed to come into effect for another 10 months, prosecutors in provinces like New Brunswick and Ontario are already acting like it's the law. They've stopped prosecuting the crimes the ruling struck down. In Alberta, when prosecutors went to do the same, the province took the rare step of issuing a directive saying they couldn't.
We're in essentially a period of lawlessness. It would not be unreasonable to foresee that you could see a brothel popping up in residential areas. It's not unreasonable to see that you would even have human trafficking happening through this province.
In BC, when it seemed prosecutions would stop there, MP Joy Smith pushed for the province to follow Alberta's lead.
Basically, what the provinces are doing now is they're cherry-picking the criminal code.
Later, BC clarified its position, saying crimes would continue to be prosecuted on a case-by-case basis until the federal government introduces legislation. We've learned that could come sooner than later, though Ottawa has until December to come up with a response to the Supreme Court ruling. Sources say legislation could come in the next few months.
With many victims.
Justice Minister Peter MacKay just launched online consultations for legislation, asking the public for input on what new laws should look like.
Make no mistake about it, it's not this government's intention to leave that vulnerability, to leave that gap that was created by the Bedford decision.
It's widely thought the legislation will be a made-in-Canada version of the Nordic model, used in Norway, Sweden and Iceland. It targets Johns and those who buy sex, not sell it. But Katrina Pacey, an advocate for sex workers, says that model doesn't work.
That type of criminalization will continue to cost lives. It will continue to both put sex workers in egregious danger, at risk of very, very serious violence and murder.
Pacey says the sex workers she advocates for want to be consulted on whatever legislation the government comes up with. At this point, she says the minister has yet to reach out. Vashi Kapelos, Global News, Ottawa.